When I was 13 years old, my dad passed away. My older brother was 15. Those months after losing him were the hardest time of our lives. The house felt different, quieter, heavier. It was like something was missing from every room. A few weeks after he died, I had a strange idea. I wanted my family to feel like my dad was still around, like he was watching over us, like we weren't alone. So I did something I've never told anyone. My brother and I had the exact same stereo system, and our remotes worked on both of them. There was a small gap between his bedroom door and the frame, just enough for me to stand outside and point my remote into his room. Earlier that day, I had quietly gone into his room and checked which track number my dad's favorite song was. That night, I tiptoed down the hallway. The house was completely silent. My brother was inside his room with the door closed. I stood outside, raised the remote, and pressed play. The song was Stand By Me. It started playing on his stereo. I let it play for a few seconds, then stopped it. Then I pressed play again, and again, 3 or 4 times. Then I went back to my room and went to bed. The next morning, my brother didn't say anything. Life moved on, and eventually I forgot about it. Until about 15 years later. One day, my brother and I were talking about grief and depression, about how hard that time had really been. He told me that after our dad died, he had fallen into a very dark place. He said there was one night when he felt completely hopeless. Then he looked me straight in the eyes and said something I will never forget. He said, "I was sitting in my room that night, and suddenly Dad's favorite song started playing by itself. My heart stopped." He told me the first time it happened, he unplugged the stereo. But as he was holding the plug in his hand, the song started playing again and again. He said in that moment it felt like Dad was telling him he wasn't alone, like someone was there, like there was still a reason to keep going. That night changed everything for him. I just sat there, frozen, because it wasn't a ghost. It was me. To this day, I've never told him, and I don't think I ever will. After my dad was cremated, his urn stayed on my mom's dresser. A few nights, I quietly moved it to the bedside table next to her bed. I thought maybe it would comfort her. Maybe it would make her feel like he was closer. Nothing happened at the time, but years later, she told me something that gave me chills. She said not only did the urn move, but she remembered it glowing. I didn't correct her, and I probably never will.